Hey Capricorn, I'm Eleanor, and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading, and your energy this month is the Four of Wands, and combined with this week's energy of Blackthorn, it's going to be talking about building something, preparing something that's going to protect you and your family from the future. This can have something to do particularly around your home life, and it reminds me of the, what do they call it in the Coast Guard, Semper Paratus, always prepared. So it's something like that. So I'm using the Wolfpack Tarot and Tarot Leaves. I have stack 1, stack 2, and stack 3. They're timestamped below, so you can skip to the one or more than one that you feel like is meant for you. This is a general for the collective, so if you want a personal reading that feels like it has more to do with your situation, I offer those through my Etsy page, linked below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I do these every week, although I am considering changing it up to doing like one general and one twin flame or something instead of the 3 small picket cards, maybe something a little bit bigger. But let me know, comment, and let me know if you like it the way things are or if you think changing it up is a good idea. Alright, stack 1. You have Temperance in reverse, the Hierophant, and Leadership. So I'm not a Christian. However, this does remind me of the biblical story of Noah and building his ark, in that it's not about the animals or the disaster, but it's about someone that was preparing for something that had a heads up that something was going to happen. And so he started moving things around, started doing something in it was visible and very public, and something that people could either be like, that guy kind of knows something and maybe I'm going to do the same thing, or totally ignore it. And so with Temperance in reverse, you want to be wary of rushing or impulsivity. Things like panic buying and panic hoarding. Things that they seem to protect you, but at the same time they create more of a problem. It can the stability is created by striking a certain balance. Like spending too much to create the stability can leave your cash depleted, and then you might have built up your store of one thing or stability in one area, but upset and depleted your stability in a different area. So it's like trying to find that balance and not tipping it to the other side where you feel imbalanced and weak in one place, so you invest in beefing up the other side, and then you end up with that side not having enough. So it's like the perfect mix and the perfect balance. So with the Hierophant, you do have to, there is a system in place. You don't have to figure it out yourself. I feel like there is a formula, there is a way to do it, and that trying to create your own way might be unnecessary. I think you're going to be happier with the results if it says like, there is an existing formula. There's a way. There's like a book to follow. There's a system. There's a program, and that you can follow that. And I think you'll be happier with the results than trying to wing it. Stack 2, you have the King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Family. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, this definitely feels like you. This is you showing up in your element. Earthy, creative, queen of... This is the perfect lens with which to build this stability. So it feels kind of literal. It feels like you're building... It feels like you're doing something in your house. Building something that's going to be worth celebrating, or something that is for celebrating. It feels like you setting up, adding to your house, or setting up like a glamping site or something. It's something that's done to add on to your life into some way. It's not something that's done out of necessity. It's something to beautify and something to unite. And so with the King of Swords here, you may be needing, with King of Swords and family, it's going to be talking about needing to consider the input and the strength and the needs of everyone that's going to be involved in it, and that everyone that's going to be protected by it, and everyone that's going to benefit from it. And that don't try to do it all yourself and to take all the control and have it be all your project, because I feel like frustration is going to set in, and that this is a group effort. I feel like this has more to do with, it's a group project, and it has more to do with the gelling of the family. It's more about the solidifying and the unifying of the group than it is about whatever the actual thing is. Like, that's incidental. It could be anything, but this is something that's supposed to unify and unite your family and your loved ones or your partner. So it doesn't behoove you to just do it all by yourself. Stack 3. You have the Hermit, 10 of Pentacles reversed, and Decisions. All right. Interestingly, in this deck, particularly, this is made by that same person that does the Guardian Tarot, but the Hermit talks about, it specifically says to consider the wisdom of others, to consider the input of others, to ask for help, which is like the opposite of my idea of a hermit, which would be to like totally tune everyone else and find only your own wisdom. But here it is again in the Wolf card. It says decisions. Realize the decisions you are making at this time can make or break your life. Seek good advice and you will make the right decisions. So I guess there was a reason I was called to use this deck, because if the Hermit had come up on another deck, I would have interpreted it differently. So I feel like this stability, what it is you're creating, is a distillation of wisdom taken from someone further down the path than you, and taken from your own experience. So taking what you know, what you've experienced, what you know to be true, and combining it with the wise advice of somebody else, and not just taking their advice, not just listening to what they say without questioning it, but like making a blend. And what happens is you create a new truth, unique to you, and that's where your stability comes from. And it's like an aha worth celebrating, right? Because this is a card about celebrating and happiness and unity, combining efforts, group effort. And so the reverse 10 of Pentacles here, it does advise against investing materially. Like, it may be your go-to to throw money in a situation, or you have this new wisdom come to you and you're like, and it might seem like you want to spend a bunch of money to create it, or it involves buying into something or investing in something, or you want to buy all the accoutrement and buy all the thing that makes it visible in some way, and it says that you'll be choosing something that doesn't compromise your financial well-being quite the same way. Okay, I'll talk to you in a week, Capricorn. Thank you.